Okay, so I just got in my Boosted Board Mini X. I was probably one of the first few orders because I ordered in the first like 5 minutes, I would say. First thing I noticed is that the controller is probably about as loud as the version 1 board's controller. I know that's a funny thing to notice, but it's pretty damn loud. Anyways, yeah, this is what the board looks like. You guys have seen the pictures online. I'm just gonna get straight to the writing. But first impressions of just standing on it are that it's pretty crazy how easily this pops up like a skateboard does. Like doing that and grabbing it, super easy. Makes you really want to ride this thing. The trucks feel kind of stiff as they come, so I might go adjust that, but I'm gonna go take it for a spin and show you guys what I think. Okay, I just wanted to share some initial thoughts. Let me start by saying that I've owned a version 1 Dual Plus and currently own a version 2 Dual Plus boosted board, and I wanted to get this thing because of the portability, how easy it is to just carry it along your side. That's something I wish I could do with my boosted board all the time. So I was really excited when this model came out and bought it nearly immediately when it was announced. However, I want to share some initial thoughts I have about this. One of them being it is a little nerve-wracking, the size of this board and going fast on it. You definitely don't feel as confident carving. It definitely doesn't feel like a carving board at all. Whereas when I started getting used to my version 2 boosted board, or version 1 when I got that, I was so quickly reminded of what snowboarding felt like and what wakeboarding felt like. And this does not feel like either of the two, almost at all. So I just want to share a couple of concerns I've had after the first few minutes of writing this board. I was going into more detail while writing it and trying to speak, but the motors were overpowering the sound of my voice. And so let me just speak about it and then I'll demonstrate what I'm talking about. So in general, the normal stance on this board, which to me would be with your right foot just behind the back wheels and your left foot just behind the front wheels, doesn't feel great for carving, and I'll explain why. Let me show you here. So, that kind of thing happening. Now, of course, Boosted makes this board this way so that you can go back on the tail and make quick turns. But when you're normally just riding, it feels a little scary because you accidentally come back up onto these back two wheels quite frequently. Now, of course, you could say, yeah, there's a way to stop that. You put your left foot further over the wheels and your right foot a little bit further forward, but that doesn't feel like a normal riding position. You never really want to have your foot right over the wheels like that. So because of the form factor of this board and how Boosted intends for you to use it, which would be, you know, going up on this kicktail and making quick turns probably around campus or a small area, this board feels completely different than the version 1 and 2 boosted boards that I'm used to. And to be honest, a lot of the fun of carving is kind of gone. Now, of course, I could loosen up the trucks, I'll get more used to this board, but I'll still be thinking about popping back up onto those back two wheels and how that's kind of a natural reaction rather than just carving and enjoying your ride. Now, if you're buying this board for its portability and its size, and that's, you know, the perfect combination for you, then totally get this board. It's perfect. The build quality is great. Boosted is known for their customer service. You can't go wrong there. But if you're expecting to still do some carving and just enjoying riding it around on bike trails and so on, maybe go with the other boosted boards that are more intended for that use. Maybe that's quite obvious, but when I got this board, I kind of expected to still be doing a little bit of carving, and it just doesn't feel so realistic on this. So those are my thoughts. If you guys want me to make videos on anything else, expect this poor quality, and I'll do the best I can. So thanks for watching. I just wanted to tack this bit on to the end, but what I mean when I say, you know, it doesn't feel so great for carving and it's not super realistic is that you really can only be in a couple of positions on this board as far as where your 2 feet go. Now, if you variate that at all, you might get unbalanced, you might lift up off the board, whereas on the other versions of boosted boards, you can do all sorts of different riding positions that make you feel comfortable and relaxed when you're carving. And you just don't feel that with this, and that maybe should be obvious with the form factor, but I just want to include that little bit. Thanks.